Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and week so far. So as you saw in the title, this is my top 10 blushes. And I have done videos like this in the past, but I tried to do like top drugstore blushes. So this is just my all-time top blushes. And I'm sure this will change and evolve over the years. But for right now and for the last year or so, these have been my go-to. If I had to pick 10 blushes, these are the ones I would highly recommend. I didn't make myself pick a certain amount of drugstore, a certain amount of high-end, a certain amount of one brand. I literally opened my blush drawer and thought, which ones are my top blushes? And honest to God, I didn't even have a set number. I wasn't like, I'm going to do my top 5 or I'm going to do my top 10. It just happened to be 10. So 8 of them are powder blushes and 2 of them are cream blushes. Like I said, I didn't put any stipulations on it for me. It just worked out to be 10. So these are the blushes that I would highly recommend. I am pretty fair skinned, but these all work for me in the summertime whenever I'm a little bit darker. So I was thinking about doing like all my pinks in one category, all my nudes or neutral blushes, you know, bronzy, whatever. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to name my top 10 in the order that I would choose them. So this goes from let's do from my very favorite blushes all the way up. So my first pick was so easy. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I actually love to do this when I'm not wanting to wear a bronzer or a contour. I have nothing on except for this blush, and it is the color Accent by Chanel. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't even describe this color. And whenever I saw it, I was like, my husband bought me this. And I was like, I don't even know if I like a little bit of shimmer to it. And I just didn't know. But it is so beautiful. I can't even describe it. It's just the perfect color. If you don't want to bother with a bronzer or a contour or a highlight, you can pop this on your cheeks and this is all you have to wear, and it gives you a sun-kissed glow. It gives you a hint of bronziness and then some, you know, a flush of color. I love it. It's my all-time favorite blush, hands down. But I do think it was limited edition. My Chanel counter at the mall I go to still has it. I got it around Christmas time. I got it a little bit before Christmas. And they still have it. So check their stores. There's always like eBay and Amazon. It is so worth it. I love that blush. Okay, moving on. The second pick was pretty simple for me as well. It is the Illamasqua blush in Katie. Now this is a very milky, pinky strawberry blush, and if you are super dark, it probably won't work for your skin tone because it's so light, but it is perfect for fair to medium skin tones. I love this blush. The formula of these Illamasqua blushes is untouchable. Honestly, they are so silky smooth. They last on your face all day. You can put a sheer wash or you can build it up. It's so beautiful, pigmented, perfect. So the next blush I picked is a cream blush, and it is by Jouer, and it is in the color Fawn. They call it their tints, so it's like a cheek tint. But essentially it's just a cream blush. It does have a corally tone to it, and it is so perfect for the summertime. Actually for any time, but I like to use cream products because they last a lot longer than powder products for me, and this one is perfection. I absolutely love it. I think it would go so beautiful on girls with a tan. I can't even. And look how cute it's in such a small packaging. These Jouer products all click together, so you can, you know, get a whole makeup look in one little compact. It's really neat how it works actually. And I got mine off gilt.com. I'll link it below because a lot of times they have specials on makeup products, and they have really good brands. So the next blush, number 4 for me, is by Bobbi Brown, and it is in the color Nude Peach. Oh, this is so beautiful. Just look at it. Oh my goodness. It reminds me a lot of the Jouer blush, but in a powder form. These two together are like the perfect peachy, beautiful summertime glow looks. This is completely matte, but it just looks like you are so healthy when you're wearing this Nude Peach blush. It's so beautiful. Okay, and then the next blush, number 5, is by Marc Jacobs. Now, as a line for Marc Jacobs, I'm not a huge fan. There are a few standout products for me, and one of them is definitely his blushes. They are so beautiful. The formula reminds me sort of the Illamasqua blushes, but they're not as pigmented, so a lot of times the blushes look super scary in the pan, but on your face they're just stunning. This one is in the color Obsessed, and that pretty much says what I am with this blush. I'm obsessed. Whenever I first got this, I wore this and only this blush for like 3 or 4 weeks, which is unheard of for me because I switch my blushes almost every single day. But it's just the perfect, it's also another coral tone, but it's just really, really beautiful once you get it on your cheeks. In the swatch, it's not as gorgeous, but on your cheeks, trust me, it is so beautiful. And it is a matte blush too. This next one has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it is Milani's Luminoso. So if you're new to YouTube, you've probably not heard the hype, but if you've been around YouTube for any amount of time, everybody talked about Milani's Luminoso, and for very good reason. It's one of their baked blushes. Like I said, it will give you a sheen, so if you're not into, if you really like matte blushes, this might not be the one for you, but once you get it on your face, it's not shimmery or anything like that. It's just, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't even, there's no words to describe Milani's Luminoso. It's perfect. Okay, so number 7 is actually a MAC blush. It is my favorite MAC blush and one of my favorite blushes of all time. This was my very first depotting experience, and my husband actually depotted it, but it is this one right here in the center. Isn't that sad? It's MAC Melba, and it is perfect. Seriously, every single person that I see wear Melba, it's just perfect for every skin tone. When you're fair skinned, when you're super dark, if you're going to MAC and you want a starter blush, get Melba, and I think you will be really, really happy with it. Okay, and the next one is an Hourglass blush, and it is the Ambient Lighting blushes that just came out a few months ago, but it quickly made it to my top blushes of all times. This is an Ethereal Glow. Now this is something for definitely fair to light. I'm sure medium skin tones can get away with this, but if you're super dark, you could even use this as a highlight. It's a beautiful baby pink color, and it has some marbling in it, so it actually highlights your face and gives you color. And this is just, of all of the Hourglass blushes that I've tried, this has been my favorite. It gives you a beautiful, healthy, luminous glow to your cheeks, and it's perfect for just a wash of color. So the next one is a e.l.f. blush, and it's one of their cream blushes in the color Pink Lemonade. This is actually my third one to buy, and I love it. These e.l.f. stick blushes, I don't think they have a big color range, but this one in Pink Lemonade is absolutely perfect. You just wipe it on your face and blend it out, and you literally don't even need to set it with a powder blush because it will stay on your face all day long. This is perfect for the summer when you're going super natural. Just pop this on your cheeks and go. I love it and highly recommend it. And my very last blush, Actually, I got this in a subscription service, and that is why I love subscription services, because you get to try products from brands that you don't normally see at stores. This is Galactic Beauty, and I've never seen this in a store, but this is something that I will for sure repurchase. It is in the color, it's a star blush in the color Milan, and it is a beautiful mauve blush, but the way it goes on is indescribable. It blends on your face. You literally tap your brush in, put it on your face, and you're done. There's no blending needed. Like, it just goes on perfectly. So I love this blush. This is more of a fall color, but it is absolutely perfect, and I highly recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I love blushes. Lipstick and blushes are like my thing. You know what I mean? So let me know what your favorite blush is in the comments, and have a wonderful day. Bye.